Hi guys, it's Mark Zipke, Mr. Sci-Fi. But right now I'm wearing my Mr. Politics hat because my Mr. Sci-Fi fans have asked me to leave politics off of that channel. But that doesn't stop me from saying things on Mr. Politics because I have things to say. And, you know, I posted something along these lines before, but it really needs saying again. You know, everyone's very alarmed about all of these Supreme Court decisions restricting, overtly throwing out constitutional rights of women, constitutional rights of gay people, allowing guns to run rampant through our streets, machine guns, children being murdered, all of these things, you know, and on and on and on. And it's as though for the rest of our life we're supposed to be under the sway of these extreme right-wing tools. So it's not the case. It's not the case. So, and also we have, you know, former President Trump, and he's running again, and so on and so forth. Look, you know, you feel like saying, well, gosh, I wish there was a law. Well, there is. And if they just apply the law equally and fairly to everyone, these problems will be taken care of. And here's what I would advocate strongly, and I wish someone in the public sphere would discuss these things. First of all, the Supreme Court justices, in terms of Roe v. Wade, in terms of affirmative action, in terms of many issues, they lied at their confirmation hearings. They were under oath, and they knowingly perjured themselves. That is grounds for not only, you know, the fact that they knowingly committed crimes, but they're in active violation of their own oath of office. So they should be convicted of those crimes, and they should be impeached. They should not be allowed to serve because they clearly intended to do exactly what they did, but they lied to Congress. So that would get rid of them. And also, by the way, there should be a new law where one party cannot stonewall the Supreme Court candidate of another party. What they did with Obama was cynical beyond belief and genuinely evil. I mean, just think, if they had just allowed him to have his Supreme Court nominee, it would have been a very different story. So, but also, beyond that, you know, in the last decades, the Supreme Court has decided who the president is. And the losers of elections are being made president, while the winners of elections are not. And so, I mean, just think about it. George W. Bush got 500,000 fewer votes than Al Gore. Think of what would have happened if Al Gore had been president instead of Bush. First of all, he would have been much more alert in terms of security threats and probably would have stopped 9/11 from happening. We can't know for that for certain, but I think it's a good chance. But more than that, he believed in global warming. Can you imagine if we had had several decades now of active moves being taken against global warming? We would be in a very different position now. We would not be suffering these wildfires and floods and hurricanes and tornadoes that we are with ever-increasing frequency. Okay, but let's get to Trump. Here's what I think about Trump. First of all, I think they should have charged him with the January 6th insurrection because that's the big crime. He conspired to overthrow the government of the United States. That's the big one. Whether or not he held documents, whether or not he did these little picayune things, cheated on his taxes. Okay, I understand they're trying to do, you know, the Al Capone thing, where you get him on a small crime if you can't get him on a big crime. But more than that, the committee investigating this concluded that he actively conspired to overthrow the government and recommended that he be charged with these crimes. But more than that, the Constitution is very, very unequivocal. Anyone who conspires to overthrow the government is not allowed to run for president. There is no way on earth that Trump should be a candidate. It is not legal. It is not constitutional. He violated his oath of office. So if we just apply the law to these people upending our country, threatening our freedoms, if we just apply the law that is on the books, they will get the justice they deserve, and so will we. So that's my 2 cents for now, and we will talk again soon. Bye.